Okay, have a seat. Miss Iris Jade, Sikusana, lead us in prayer.
Everybody stand up. Let us pray. Everybody, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Okay, you may now take your seats. Last meeting, we discussed about, okay, Divine?
Types of social network.
Okay, we discussed about the types of network. Who can give an example of a network? Regina.
One, wide area network.
Very good. Thank you, Regina. One, or what we call the wide area network. Another example of a network is
LAN, local area network.
okay, we have also the LAN or local area network. Another example of network. Warren.
CAN, campus area network.
Okay, we have also the campus area network. Do you know, class, what is social media? Who can give an example of social media? Onoli. Twitter. Almayrin.
Facebook.
Are you using Facebook? Okay. Next. Wagas. Yahoo. Okay. Regina. Instagram. So those are the social medias that we have. Nowadays, social media brought us the advantage and disadvantage of using the social media. Today, we have our debate. To start with, may I call on the chairman of this debate, Mr. Rodel Faldonia.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this class debate of grade 10, ICT of Padura Espado High School. The use of social media, Boon or Bane. Let me read to you the mechanics of the debate. The debate is composed of two teams, the proposition and the opposition with 6 members in each team. Each speaker, both from the proposition and opposition, is given a maximum of 2 minutes to defend and give their insight. But before we proceed to our debate this afternoon, let us welcome first our debaters. For our affirmative side, we have the person of Miss Divine Joy Ali, Miss Almayrin Maliga, Miss Emily Calambro, Miss Regina Mayan Gilgoni, Miss Normedal Samson, and the last, Mr. Rochelle Melendres. And our negative side, we have a person of Miss Jenny Ligo, Mr. Naphtali Parian, Mr. Jerick James Bogas, Miss Mary Rose Taquiado, Miss Noli Jane Laruscain, and Mr. Rainier Melendres. And also our secretary, Miss Honey May Bihona. At this juncture, may I call our board of judges of this debate. First, Ma'am Irene Pasco, the Arely Palipunan teacher. Second, Ma'am Nelia Sialsala, the science teacher. Ma'am Sunshine Makabili, the English teacher. Social media has grown tremendously in the last few years. Especially Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have grown much faster and captured millions of users in just a few years. The way technology is growing, it's obvious that more and more people are going to grasp its benefits. It has brought a lot of advantages for the society, from different types of people, different ages of utilizing of the power of the social media to enhance life. Nowadays, social media is accessible to everyone. However, On the hand, this is also used for both bad and good. Social media have also provided and the negative and the positive way for the people. For the first speaker for the affirmative side, we have a person of Miss Divine Joy Ali.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, good afternoon. The use of social media, Boon or Bane. We from the affirmative side strongly believes that social media is boon in our society. The first and main advantage of social media is brought to us is connectivity. People from anywhere can connect to anyone, regardless of the location and religion. The beauty of the social media is that you can connect with anyone to learn and share your thoughts. You can directly connect to your family and loved ones, especially abroad. Thank you.
Thank you, first speaker. Now the second speaker for the affirmative side, Ms. Almarin Malika.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Education. Another boon on the use of social media is beneficial for social media has a lot of benefits for the students and teachers. It improves teaching and learning process. It is very easy to educate from others who are expert and professionals via the social media. You can follow anyone to learn from and enhance your knowledge about your any field. Regardless of your location and educational background, you can educate yourself without paying for it. Thank you.
Thank you, second speaker. Now the third speaker for the affirmative side, Ms. Emily Calambro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Computer is a bond. It helps students academic and enhances their knowledge. It teaches children how to live in today's world and overcome the changes that life has to offer. It also helps in planning our future by providing information on endless job and courses. It gives information in just one click and helps us to maximize time properly, so it is extremely useful.
Thank you, third speaker. Now the fourth speaker for the affirmative side, Ms. Regina Mayan Gingon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, good afternoon. Another benefit of using social media is that it provides information or updates from the last happenings around the world. Most of the time, television and print media these days are biased and does not convey the true message. So, with the help of social media, you can get the facts and true information by doing some research. Thank you.
Thank you, fourth speaker. The fifth speaker for the affirmative side, Ms. Normidel Samson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The use of social media is necessary because it gives us awareness and elevates the way of living of the people. Social media helps people to discover new and innovative stuff that can enhance personal lives, from farmers to teachers, students to lawyers. Every individual of the society benefits from the social media. Thank you.
Thank you, fifth speaker. And the sixth and the last speaker for the affirmative side, Mr. Rochelle Melendres.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The use of social media is good for promoting and advertising business, product, and more. Whether you have an offline business or online, you can promote your business to the largest audience. The whole world is open for you. This makes the business profitable and less expensive. Most of the expenses are for advertising. Also, social media can be used for the noble causes. For example, the promoting an NGO, social welfare activities for the needy people. People are using social media to promoting. Thank you.
Thank you, last speaker. And for our negative side, the first speaker, Ms. Jenny Ligo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The use of social media is Boon or Bane. Ladies and gentlemen, we from negative side strongly believes that the use of social media is Bane. Nowadays, teens are no longer spending time outdoors, as much as building of positive social interaction. When teens spend more than 2 hours on the computer, it may lead to health risks such as permanent eye damage. Spends too much time on the computer and tell false comparison between other friends. Some compare how many of friends they have on Facebook, but how many of those people are real friends? The use of social media is also prone to cyberbullying. According to published report, most of children have become victims of cyberbullying. Since anyone can create a fake account and do anything apart being traced, it has become quite easy for anyone to bully on the internet and social media. Threat, intimidation, messages, blackmails, and rumors can be sent to the masses to create discomfort and chaos in the society. Thank you.
Thank you, first speaker. Now the second speaker for the negative side, Mr. Naphtali Parian.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The use of social media can be threat to our personal lives. Through hacking of personal data and privacy, our lives can be easily shared on the internet, which can make financial losses and lost personal accounts.
Thank you, second speaker. Now the third speaker for the negative side, Mr. Derek James Buagas.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, good afternoon. Another disadvantage of social media can easily ruin someone. Just by creating a false story and spreading across a social media. Similarly, businesses can also suffer due to the bad reputation and convey being over social media. Thank you.
Thank you, third speaker. Now the fourth speaker for the negative side, Ms. Mary Rose Daciado.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, good afternoon. Social media is also a threat in our health. The excess usage of social media can also have a negative impact on our health. Since exercise is the key to lose weight, most of the people get lazy because of the excessive use of social networking sites, which is the result brings disorder in the routine life. Therefore, I believe that the social media is a bane. Thank you.
Thank you, fourth speaker. Now the fifth speaker for the negative side, Ms. Nola Jane Laruscaia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The use of social media is big. It will lead to addiction. The addictive part of the
The addictive part of the social media is very bad for us. As a students, it can disturb our studies and our personal lives as well. We, the teenagers, are the most affected by addiction of the social media. We tend to do cutting classes rather than studying hard.
Thank you, fifth speaker. Now the sixth and the last speaker for the negative side, Mr. Renier Melendres.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Use of social media can be trigger adultery, emotional abuse, and other relationship issues. Most of the people have used the social media platform to propose and marry each other. Sometimes they turn to be wrong in their decision and part ways. Similarly, couples have cheated each other by showing the fake feelings and incorrect information. Another disadvantage of the use of social media is glamorized drug and alcohol. People start to follow others who are wealthy or drug addicts and share their bias in videos on the web, which eventually inspire others to follow the same, get addicted to the drugs, alcohol. Thank you.
Thank you, last speaker. At this point, let's have our recap for the negative and affirmative side. For the affirmative side, Ms. Divine Joy Adi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The affirmative side strongly stands that the use of social media is boon in our society. In general, the use of social media builds and promotes connectivity, improves and innovates teaching and learning process for educational development. It becomes an instrument for the widespread dissemination of information. Social media is a medium for advancement and provides easier life, from business to personal consumption. Social media offers variety of sources, awareness and opportunities from the busy metropolis up to the comfort of our homes. Through the use of social media, our life has become better, more progressive and easy. Thank you.
And for the negative side, Ms. Jenny Lico.
Thank you very much. We from negative side strongly stand that the social media is bad. For the following reasons, social media can be a field for cyberbullying and cybercrimes. It can trigger health issues and sometimes can head to social media addiction. It can destroy reputation, dignity, and even take life. Thank you.
Thank you to the both of you. And this moment, let's begin our battle.
For the fifth speaker, do you think your life is better off because of social media?
Yes, of course. Social media is a platform of sharing ideas, information, and point of views. This can have educational values. It extends information young people can access while also give them insight into how others think about and use that information. For those students who feel marginalized in their local community, social media can help them connect with the other people who share the same interests or outlook on life. Thank you.
This question is intended to the second speaker of the negative side. Can you consider yourself as globally competitive even though you do not use social media?
Yes. Yes. We can consider ourselves as a ourselves as a globally competitive student without social media. We can communicate and socialize to other people actively. We can more engage to more realistic socialization. We can build authentic relationship rather than that.
This question is intended for speaker number 4. How can we become 21st century students equipped with their sufficient knowledge if we do not know how to use the social media?
We can become a 21st century if we just know how to maximize the resources that are available like books, magazines, and other references. We can be more knowledgeable if just from the social media indulging.
This question is intended to the first speaker of the positive side. How can we say ourselves in other true purpose, talent if we are constantly viewing others?
Social media is not always an online distraction or procrastination platform. While some may be addicted to their social media network, it is one of the best ways to stay informed. Major news outlets, corporations, and persons of interest use social media in order to deliver messages to the masses. Teens want to be aware and informed just as much as adults. When natural disaster strikes and causes devastating destruction, social media is the ideal vehicle to deliver messages.
This question is intended to the first speaker of the positive side. Social media has a bad impact in our lives today, as it is starting to affect our teens' behavior, and it does not allow them to talk face to face. People now use many abbreviations such as LOL, TTYL, and BFF instead of using whole words. The use of Jejimon make our teenagers misspell the word. How can they defend that? Social media is not a cause for abbreviated terminology and how people communicate effectively. Social media has enriched our lives, connected us on a level unlike society has ever been in past generations. And through the widespread use of the internet, have taught so many aspects of what many once considered unattainable due to a worldwide connectivity of facts, opinions, and innovative ideas.
Thank you. Now may I call our Secretary, Ms. Hanine Bicona, to summarize this debate.
Good afternoon once again. This is the summarize for today's debate. Always think before you click the topic. Under debate was use of social media, Boon or Bane. I am sure most of us hear the argument for and against the use of social media. The danger to privacy, the risk of cyberbullying, the addictive part of social media. One quoted as some of the danger of the social media. Some argue, like the debaters, that the rise of social media made the world smaller, but at the same time, pulled us farther apart. We certainly have the ability for interaction, but are they more meaningful? It seems that at least some of the teens engaging in social media understand the consequence of their interaction on the internet and engage in self-censorship. Certainly, not all teens are conscious of this risk and exercising self-restraint in their social media activity. Some implications. First, social media comes with both dangers and benefits, and it is no wonder that the debate over it continues. Second, in spite of this debate, By all appearances, social media is here to stay. Perhaps our conversation would be more productive if we discuss safe and effective ways to use social media and look for ways to make it helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Secretary. Okay, now may I call our chairman of the board, Ma'am Irene Pasco, to say something about this debate.
Okay, so once again, good afternoon to all of you, and congratulations to the output regarding on the social media, Boon or Bane. Now, based on the output presented, so the opinions are very well presented, but you should make an eye-to-eye contact with each other so that it will become more meaningful, fun, and informative. But in the informative side, so you had given each one, okay, the topics. You presented it very well. And what I like the most is that during the debate, you need to point or make a justification in order to make your statement more weight, okay? So that it's because, why? It's because when you make a citation, that means that it's already been studied, researched, okay? The researchers already researched about it and the results are good. Okay, so once again, congratulations and keep it up. Good afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now may I call our subject teachers, Ramon and Nico.
Okay. May I request everyone to give applause to yourselves. So, congratulations. You did applause for today. So, for the affirmative side and the negative side, may I request to please stand and shake hands with your classmates. Okay, so this ends our debate. So, thank you so much, dear teachers, fellow teachers, and for everyone, congratulations.